This is a narco submarine, a secret vehicle in the depths of the sea, which is used to transport drugs from South America to the USA and sometimes to Europe. In the last 10 years, authorities have caught more than 200 such submarines. But even today, many such submarines are roaming freely in the depths of the sea. Because of their advanced technology, it is extremely difficult to detect them. Will authorities ever be able to stop such smuggling? This is cocaine, which almost everyone knows about. An extremely dangerous type of drug, a drug that is smuggled all over the world. But there are many ways to smuggle it into high-profit markets such as the USA and Europe. Authorities seize hundreds of tons of cocaine every year. Despite this, a large amount of cocaine is still successfully smuggled. Because of this cat-and-mouse game, smugglers adopt new methods so that they can smuggle their drugs to their destination. And as a result of this game, narco submarines began, which were initially made for short routes. And because of being underwater, smuggling became very easy with the help of these submarines. That's why this method gradually progressed, and these submarines were prepared for long routes. This is Oscar Moreno Ricardo, nicknamed by Colombian authorities as semi-submersibles. This man runs a secret shipyard in the jungles of Colombia, near a river, very far from the authorities. Here, he and his companions build submarines that can transport large quantities of cocaine from one country to another without anyone noticing. The submarine you are seeing is a narco submarine. This type of submarine began to emerge in the 2000s, and to this day, many such models are still being caught. This submarine, which is about 14 meters long, is not really a submarine. In fact, it is called a low-profile vessel. That is, it is a vessel that can only be seen slightly above the surface of the water. Most of it remains underwater, and only the upper portion stays above the water. Even then, radar systems can barely detect it. Because it is colored in such a way that it blends with the sea, it becomes difficult to distinguish whether it is just a wave or a submarine. The first such submarine that was caught was heading towards Central America. There were 5 people inside it, and it was traveling at a speed of about 16 kilometers per hour. After it was captured, authorities found that the submarine was divided into 3 parts. One section contained the crew area in the middle, and a diesel engine was installed at the back. When this vessel was seized, it was carrying about 7.7 tons of drugs. This submarine was spotted by a marine patrol aircraft. As soon as the pilot noticed it, he immediately informed his colleagues. With the help of 2 boats and a helicopter, the submarine was captured, and drugs worth more than $200 million were seized. Later, in 2021, another narco submarine was caught, which became one of the biggest and most dangerous attempts in history. This submarine was traveling from South America to Spain. That meant it had to cross the Atlantic Ocean, a distance of nearly 5,000 kilometers. All of this had to be done using diesel power, with limited fuel and without modern navigation systems. This submarine was a semi-submersible vessel. Such submarines do not go completely underwater. Instead, they sink just enough so that they are barely visible on the sea's surface. However, this submarine was much larger than previous narco submarines. Its length exceeded 30 meters, more than 100 feet. Seeing such a large narco submarine surprised even researchers, who wondered how it was constructed. It wasn't built in any modern factory. Instead, it was handmade in a hidden illegal shipyard deep within the jungle. It was constructed using fiberglass and other inexpensive materials so that it could avoid radar detection. The design also ensured minimal noise in the water, and if it was discovered, it could easily be sunk to destroy all evidence. Another surprising fact was that it was a one-way submarine. It was meant to be used only once. After reaching Spain, it would either be sunk or abandoned along the coast. There was no arrangement for a return journey, nor enough fuel to go back to South America. The only mission was to deliver the drugs successfully and disappear. In addition to this, another submarine was intercepted while traveling from Brazil to Europe. It had to cover a distance of about 6,000 kilometers to deliver cocaine. This was also a semi-submersible known as Che, and it was approximately 20 meters long. There were 3 people on board, including a former Spanish boxer. The journey from the Brazilian rainforest to Europe had to be completed without the help of GPS navigation. If everything went as planned, they would reach their destination in about 2 weeks. This submarine also had 3 compartments. More than half of the submarine's space was reserved for fuel, carrying around 20,000 liters, which was enough for such a long journey. Life inside this submarine was extremely harsh. It was like a floating jail in the sea. There were no beds. The crew slept on plastic sheets. Plastic bags were used as toilets, and there was only one seat available. The crew survived on energy bars and boiled rice. Against all odds, they managed to cross the Atlantic Ocean. But fate had other plans. After a 27-day journey, just as they were close to their destination, the submarine ran out of fuel. They were left helpless in the middle of the sea. The captain then contacted an old friend in Spain, hoping he would arrive with another vessel to collect the cocaine. But this plan also failed. After exhausting all options, they had only one choice left: to sink the submarine. They deliberately drowned the submarine and jumped into the sea, escaping in different directions to save their lives. However, before the submarine was sunk, authorities had already been tracking it. Using night vision, police monitored their movements. As soon as they reached near the shore, the police arrested them. One individual managed to escape and hid in an abandoned house for 5 days. Eventually, Spanish police arrested him as well. The submarine was later recovered, and 3 tons of cocaine were seized from it. The market value of this cocaine exceeded $100 million, which is more than 1 billion Pakistani rupees. The major reason behind the success of narco submarines is their skilled construction. Hidden deep in the jungles of Colombia, these builders are extremely skilled in making such vessels. Most of these submarines are designed for single use only. This is because their construction cost is far lower than that of conventional submarines. A fully submersible submarine that is about 12 meters long costs nearly $1.5 million. Such submarines run on batteries instead of fossil fuels. Surprisingly, in 2020, authorities discovered a new type of narco submarine in the Colombian jungle. This submarine did not run on diesel but on batteries, similar to modern military submarines. This discovery suggested that a new and more advanced builder had emerged in Colombia. But the question remains: will authorities ever be able to completely control this growing threat? I hope that you got a lot of information from this video. To watch more such interesting videos, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, click on the bell icon which is present next to the subscription button so that you can get the notification of all the new videos of this channel. Like and share the video. Take good care of yourself.